Welcome to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and I'll break them down into bite-sized tips you can use straight away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Are you using the same password you always have? If so, we need to talk. Welcome back to Rise and Shine, your business tech boost. I'm Charly Leetham and happy Friday, which means it is Security Day. Today's not a deep dive into anything new because honestly, you've heard more than enough from me lately on this stuff. This is just a quick run through the list to make sure the stuff we have spoken about previously has actually happened. Think of it as a friendly accountability check before we all get busy again. So let's get to it. Let's talk about our passwords. When was the last time you changed one? I'm not trying to catch you out here, but think about it for a second. When did you last actually change a password? If you can remember doing it recently, great, fantastic, well done you. If you're sitting there going, like I do, because honestly, I am the worst to do some of these things, then you've got your answer. Those old passwords don't get safer without age. If anything, they have had more time to end up in a breach somewhere. Look, it is more than likely that you set a password today and it's going to get breached tomorrow. Breached meaning someone hacks a database, finds your password. It's really important that you change your passwords. Have you got your password manager yet? If you haven't, please do. Look, if you're still trying to keep your passwords in your head or scribbled in a notebook, we need to fix that this week. I've mentioned Zoho Vault previously. I like it. I use it for myself. It really is worth a look. But the important thing here is that you are using something and you're using something reputable. Once it's set up, this whole password thing stops being a headache and it just becomes automatic. The best thing about running a password manager is most of them will have a security audit tool. In the last episode, I showed you how to use Zoho Vault's audit tool for the free version. If you've already got the password manager, go use their security audit feature. It does the hard work for you. Run it. It will tell you what's weak, what's been reused across multiple sites, what's turned up in known breaches. Couple of minutes and you will have a clear list of what needs fixing first. What do you fix first? Start with the compromised ones. That's the obvious answer. If anything comes up as compromise, that's your priority because it means that passwords are already out there. Those passwords specifically are already out there. Fix them first, then work through the weak ones, then do the duplicates when you've got 5 minutes to spare or a couple of minutes to spare here and there throughout the week. 3 today, 3 tomorrow, you'll eventually be done. You don't have to fix everything in one massive session. That's how it ends up on the I'll do it later pile forever. Do 3 passwords today, do 3 passwords tomorrow. By the end of the week, you will have knocked over a decent chunk of them. And it probably won't even feel like work to you. You'll look and go, wow, I did all that. Okay, we're done with passwords. I'm going to move on to the next bugbear that I have, backups and recovery. Have you got current backups of your website, of your phone, of your email? When was the last time you actually took a look at your backups? Don't actually assume they're running, but actually log in and check them. When was the last time you did that? Backups can fail and often do fail quietly. They run out of space, permissions change, something breaks. And sometimes they just don't send you a message to say that they're broken. They just sit there. Maybe they're doing nothing. Maybe they're trying to do the backup and it just fails regularly. Take a few seconds today, log into your backup service and confirm that there's something recent there with an actual date from within the last week, preferably. test a restore so you know that it is actually working. This is the one thing that I find a lot of people skip, and I know I've done episodes on this one before. I get it. It's not exciting, and it's one of those things of, yes, I'll get to that tomorrow, and we never get to it. But having a backup file and having a backup that actually restores are often two very, very different things. If you've got an hour this week, test it, restore a file, spin up a test site, whatever makes sense for your setup. You want to know it works before you're panicking and you need it urgently. Find your recovery codes and store them properly. You know, when you set up your two-factor authentication, it gave you a bunch of recovery codes, 9 or 10 or 12 numbers. And the thing is, said, store these, you might need them later. And you went, yeah. You might have just gone, yes, I've stored them, tick the box and said, yes, I've stored them. Or you might have taken a screenshot and saved that image off somewhere. Where are they? Where are they right now? Do you have them? If you're thinking, that's a really good question, then you have a potential problem. Please go and find them, dig them out, check your downloads folder, check your screenshots folder, your email, wherever, and put them somewhere where you'll actually be able to find them when your phone dies at the worst possible moment. Not just your phone dies, if you don't have your phone with you, if you need to use those recovery codes to get in. I have actually used recovery codes in the last couple of months to get into accounts because my phone was flat and I needed to get in, so I used one of my recovery codes that I had stored away. Worked perfectly well. I'm glad I had them. Have you set up emergency access for someone you trust to your systems? It's a little bit uncomfortable to talk about sometimes, but it matters. If something happens to you tomorrow, could someone you trust get into your accounts and keep things running? Most password managers, or some password managers, have an emergency access feature where you nominate someone. It takes a couple of minutes to set up and then it's done forever, or it's done until you review it. If you don't have that ability with your password manager, have you given someone access so that they can get your two-factor authentication, they can get in and log into your system, they know where to go and look for things. It's really important to have that emergency contact. Have you got your support contacts for key services written down somewhere? I know I mentioned this as we came into Christmas saying you should have it. Something that you should have going forward into the year. When something goes wrong, you don't want to be Googling support numbers while you're already stressed. Trust me, that is a recipe for disaster. Your web host, your email provider, your payment processor, write down the contact details and your account numbers. Put them somewhere where you can grab them quickly. Your future you will be ever so grateful that you have done this. Trust me, I know. Two-factor authentication and updates. Okay, let's talk about our updates. Has your phone got a note saying you've got a new software update on it? Mine did this week. I put it off for a day or so because I didn't want it to brick on me and me try and be in holiday mode and deal with it. So yes, it is done. But had your phone got an update on it? All your website updates done? Have you updated the software on your computer? Don't keep clicking the remind me later button. Just honestly, it's time to sit down and apply your updates while the year is still slightly quiet, while you've got time to deal with it. Get your updates done, and then that will give you a routine that you can take into the new year. One thing that most people don't think about is the router that connects them to the internet. So if you're on the NBN, maybe your provider is doing this for you. If they're not, it's something you need to think about. Log into your router to get onto the internet and make sure that all the software is up to date. I do talk about it a lot. Routers aren't quite, as our hardware routers that connect us to the internet are a little more secure than not, but they can still have problems with them. When the software updates come out, they often have security patches with them, so it's worthwhile doing them. So while you've got time, log into the admin panel of your router, check if there's a firmware update waiting. There almost always is because we don't check it often, and get it done. It's the front door to your entire network, so it's worthwhile keeping it current. Have you enabled two-factor authentication on the accounts that matter yet? If you haven't, then it is time to do so. And I am going to say that I am seeing notes from most major providers that they are going to be enforcing two-factor authentication on our accounts this year. Hacking has got to that level where, or phishing has got to the level where people's accounts are just being compromised. So two-factor authentication, it's going to save you. It's going to save you a lot of stress later on, trust me. I would start with your email accounts and make sure you've got those secure, because that's where everything comes back to. When you reset a password, it normally sends you an email to say, reset your password. It is the master key to your digital life. Then do your banking, then do your social media, and do anything else where someone pretending to be you could cause you real damage. Two-factor authentication, trust me, your future self will love you for it. I know it's a pain now, though. If you do have two-factor authentication enabled, make sure it still works. I know mine does, because I'm in and out of accounts all the time, so I've got to use my two-factor authentication. But if you've been on break for a bit and you're just getting back into it, make sure you can log into your accounts. If you've been logged into an account and it hasn't asked you for your two-factor authentication, run up a private browser, run up a new browser. If you're using Chrome, use Edge or Firefox. Log into those accounts and make sure that you can log in with your two-factor authentication. If you changed your phones, last week's episode, we were talking about, one of the episodes last week, we were talking about changing our phones and unboxing new tech. And I said, make sure that you've got your Authenticator app and all of your codes copied across to your new phone before you turn your old phone off and ditch it. Make sure that your Authenticator app is working on your new phone or your new device. It's one of the worst things when you realize that, oh no, I don't have two-factor authentication set up on this phone and my old phone is in the drawer, or I gave it away, or whatever it is. So test it now while it's not an emergency. As I said, log out of something, log back in, or run up a new browser, run up a private window, run up a different browser to the one you're using. Make sure you can log in on that using your two-factor authentication. Seriously, everything on this list is pretty quick. None of it is complicated, but putting it off means you'll be scrambling to fix it later when you're busy with actual work and don't have time for these tech dramas. I love that word, tech dramas. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our tech, sorry. Get it done now while it's on your mind and you can start the year with a solid foundation. All right, guys, did I ask more questions here than I answered? I really hope so. I really hope that I have, because it gets you thinking. It gets you thinking about what you need to be doing. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, but what about my situation specifically? That's exactly what my breakthrough sessions are for. It's 30 minutes completely free, and we'll work through whatever's got you stuck. I will give you as much value as I can in that 30 minutes. It's one free breakthrough session per person, though. There is going to be a link in the description, of course, if you want to book one, or you can go to my website, askcharlyleetham.com, and in the top right-hand corner, there's a purpley pink button. It says breakthrough session. Click on that and that will bring up the booking session for you. You can book a time and we can talk through what questions you have. Did this episode help you? I would really appreciate it if it did, if you give it a like and share it with someone who's probably still using the same password they set up years ago. You all know someone. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so now, and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And I'm going to see you guys Monday with our next Mindset episode. See ya. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.